Ladies and gentlemen, champions and dreamers, I want you to do something for me today. I want you to listen, not just with your ears, but with your heart. Listen with the part of you that's been knocked down, overlooked, laughed at, and underestimated. Because this message, this one, is for the part of you that still believes, even if it's been buried under doubt, fear, and failure. Listen to this every day. Because every day you wake up as a new vote of confidence from life itself. You may not have everything you want. You may be hurting. You may be tired. But as long as you have breath in your body, you've got power. You've got something to say. You've got something to do. You have a purpose that no one else can fulfill. You are not here by accident. You are not a mistake. You are not too late. You are not too broken. You're just getting started. Let me tell you something. Life will test you. Oh, it will test you. It will push you to the edge. It will whisper in your ear, you can't handle this. And in those moments, you got to dig deep and remind yourself, I was born for this. You see, pressure doesn't break you. It reveals you. Diamonds are made under pressure. Warriors are born in the fire. So when life gets hard, and it will, don't you dare don't you back down. Don't you let fear have the final word. Fear may knock on your door, but courage has to be the one that answers. Every setback is a setup for a comeback. You've been through storms before. You've cried yourself to sleep. You've questioned if it's worth it, but you're still here. You're still standing. That means you're undefeated. Life has hit you, but it hasn't stopped you. You've survived 100% of your worst days. That's strength. But let me tell you something else. Survival isn't the goal. Greatness is. And greatness requires decision. You don't stumble into greatness. You decide for it. You fight for it. You sacrifice for it. Every single day you show up, even when it doesn't feel good, even when the applause isn't there, even when you're the only one who believes in you. That's what champions do. Now, I know someone listening to this is tough. You've been working hard and it feels like nothing is changing. You've been praying, hoping, waiting, and you're still in the same place. But I came here to tell you, delay is not denial. Just because it hasn't happened yet doesn't mean it won't. Sometimes the blessing needs time to grow. Sometimes the version of you that's ready to receive it still needs to be built. Don't give up 5 minutes before your miracle. Keep going. Get up one more time. Try one more time. Believe one more time. You don't need everyone to believe in you. You don't need everyone to support you. You just need you. You and your dream. You and your vision. You and your why. And if that why is strong enough, the how will take care of itself. Let me ask you this. What would your life look like if you stopped waiting for permission? What if you stopped playing small? What if you decided that now is the time to step into the life that's been calling you? You've got gifts in you. You've got fire in you. You've got potential that hasn't even scratched the surface. But none of it matters if you don't act. You can't think your way into success. You work your way into it. You grind. You learn. You fail. You get back up. Failure is not the enemy. It's the classroom. Mistakes aren't defeat. They're data. Pain isn't punishment. It's a lesson. Stop avoiding the struggle and start embracing the growth. Your dream is not a joke. It's not a hobby. It's not a maybe. It's a mission. And the world is waiting on you to show up. There's someone out there who needs your story, your strength, your success. But they can't find you if you're hiding behind excuses, comfort zones, and fear. You were born to rise. You were born to lead. You were born to create, to build, to shake the world. I don't care where you came from. I care where you're going. I don't care what you've lost. I care what you're ready to gain. So today I challenge you. Stop waiting. Stop watching everyone else live their dream while you silence yours. Start writing that book. Start that business. Take the first step. Speak up. Show up. Be bold. And when the world says you're not enough, you say, watch me. When they say you can't do it, say, I already am. When life gets hard, say, this is where I grow. Because you were made for this. You're stronger than you think. You're closer than you feel. And everything you've ever wanted is on the other side of refusing to give up. So listen to this every day. Not just with your ears, but with your spirit. Let it remind you, you've got something special. You've got greatness within you. Now go live like it. There's something powerful that happens when you recognize that success isn't just a matter of chance, but a matter of choice. You are not put on this earth to merely exist, to coast, to get by. You were created with greatness in your DNA. Winning isn't reserved for the lucky few. It's reserved for the prepared, the focused, the determined. Deep down, you felt it. That quiet voice telling you that you're meant for more. That hunger in your spirit that refuses to settle. That's not random. That's not fantasy. That's the voice of destiny, reminding you who you really are. But being born to win doesn't guarantee a win. It simply means the capacity is within you, and capacity must be activated by action. You must plan to win. No one builds a legacy by accident. No one stumbles into excellence. You don't become the best version of yourself by hoping you become it by being intentional. Winners make a plan. Winners map out their path. They don't just say, I want to be successful. They define what success looks like and commit to the road it takes to get there. And here's the truth. Planning is work. It takes thought. It takes clarity. It takes sitting with your discomfort long enough to say, what am I willing to change? What am I willing to let go of? What am I willing to sacrifice to step into who I'm called to be? Because a dream without a plan is just a wish. But when you create structure, when you schedule your goals, when you strategize your moves, you begin building a life that aligns with your calling. But planning alone is not enough. You must prepare to win. You prepare by developing discipline when no one is watching. You prepare by studying when others are sleeping. You prepare by putting in the reps again and again, even when you don't feel like it. That's what winners do. They train. They condition their minds. They build their resilience. Winners aren't afraid of repetition. They respect it. Because every time you prepare, every time you show up when it's uncomfortable, you are telling life, I am ready. You're putting in the deposits. So when the opportunity shows up, you can cash in. Preparation makes the difference between being overwhelmed and being over-prepared. Most people miss their moment not because they lack the ability, but because they weren't ready when it came. You've got to prepare in private for the battles you'll face in public. Champions aren't made in the ring. They're recognized there. They're made in the dark when no one is watching, when no one is cheering, when it's just them and the grind. And after you plan, after you prepare, the final piece is this. You must expect to win. Not just hope, not just wish. Expectation is powerful. It's an energy. It's a mindset. It's how you show up when things get hard. When you expect to win, you speak differently. You walk differently. You carry yourself like someone who belongs. Expectation means you believe in the unseen. It means your faith is louder than your fear. It means your focus is stronger than your frustration. Because if you don't believe it can happen for you, you'll sabotage it before it even begins. Expecting to win doesn't mean you ignore obstacles. It means you approach them with a winner's mentality. You say, I will figure this out. I will not quit. I will adjust, adapt, and overcome. You live like success is chasing you down, not like you're begging for it. You wake up with a mindset that says, today, something good is coming my way. That's not arrogance, that's alignment. That's recognizing that the universe responds to your level of belief. A dream without pursuit is like fire without oxygen. It dies before it ever has the chance to ignite the world. Dreams are powerful. They are the whispers of your future, calling you to rise above your current circumstances. They are the bold declarations of your spirit that say, I am meant for more. But a dream, no matter how big, no matter how inspiring, is just potential energy until you breathe life into it through relentless action. Relentless doesn't mean perfect. It doesn't mean every step you take will be graceful or every plan you make will succeed. It means you refuse to stop. It means you get up every day and push forward, even when you're tired, even when you're discouraged, even when it feels like nothing is happening. It means you commit to the long game, because success rarely comes overnight. It shows up after you've been ignored, rejected, and misunderstood, but you kept going anyway. Pursuing your dream relentlessly is not about emotion. It's about decision. You won't always feel motivated. You won't always feel confident. There will be days where doubt will sit heavy on your shoulders, where fear will scream louder than your faith, but you pursue anyway. You show up anyway, because when your dream matters enough, your excuses stop mattering. There are people who dream loudly and move slowly. They talk big, but act small. They love the idea of success, but they aren't willing to pay the price. And make no mistake, there is a price of time, of energy, of discomfort. Pursuing your dream will cost you sleep, will cost you comfort, will cost you approval from those who don't understand your vision. When you are relentless, you learn to keep going without applause. You learn to trust the process, even when you don't see results yet. You understand that progress is often silent before it becomes visible. You stop chasing validation and start chasing impact. You stop waiting for the perfect conditions and start creating your own opportunities. Because no one is coming to save your dream. It's yours to protect, to nurture, and to fight for. Being relentless doesn't mean you don't rest. It means your rest is strategic, not permanent. It means your setbacks don't become your identity. You might bend, but you don't break. You might pause, but you don't quit. You might cry, but you keep walking. And with every step, you grow stronger. With every challenge, you gain wisdom. With every failure, you gain fire. Relentless people use obstacles as fuel. They look at resistance and say, good, that means I'm getting closer. Pursuing your dream relentlessly changes you. It stretches you, humbles you, and teaches you. It reveals who you really are and builds who you're meant to become. It sharpens your focus. It eliminates distractions. It strengthens your why, because when your dream is deeply rooted in purpose, it becomes non-negotiable. You don't dabble. You decide. You don't wait for the right moment. You create momentum in the moment you have. You can't tiptoe toward greatness. You don't casually stroll into your destiny. You run toward it. You chase it like your life depends on it, because the quality of your life does. You can't give half your effort and expect whole success. You can't pursue something once in a while and expect it to become your reality. You must be all in. All heart, all hustle, every single day. The world doesn't reward those who sit on the sidelines hoping for a moment. It rewards those who step into the arena and make moments happen. If you're waiting for the perfect chance, for someone to tap you on the shoulder and say, it's your time, You could be waiting forever. Opportunity isn't a gift that falls from the sky. It's something you forge through action. Every door that ever opened was first knocked on by someone bold enough to try. Every breakthrough that ever happened was sparked by a person who refused to stay silent or still. Creating opportunity begins with courage. Courage is not the absence of fear. It's moving forward in spite of it. It's the decision to speak up when your voice trembles, to try again after you fail, to start something even when the odds don't favor you. Courage doesn't wait for the guarantee of success. It acts without permission. It leads when no one else will. And it's the first ingredient in doing anything that matters. The courage to create opportunity means you stop waiting for the job offer, the investor, the platform, or the approval. You start building what you need with what you have. You find a way or you make one. But courage alone is not enough. Consistency is where the magic happens. It's what separates dreamers from doers. Because one bold move is impressive, but repeated action is what changes the game. Consistency is waking up every day and showing up whether you feel like it or not. It's doing the work when no one's watching. It's choosing progress over perfection. Those who create opportunity don't do it once, they do it daily. They understand that brick by brick, day by day, they are building something real. It might not be flashy. It might not get instant attention, but they stay with it because they trust that momentum is built in the mundane. Mastery is earned in the repetition, and opportunities are born through relentless effort over time. Then comes conviction, that fire inside that keeps you focused when distractions come, when people doubt you, when the results aren't showing up yet. Conviction is knowing that what you're doing matters. It's believing so deeply in your purpose that nothing can talk you out of it. Not failure, not fatigue, not fear. People with conviction don't need external motivation. They're driven by internal mission. They are not easily swayed. They don't need a crowd to keep moving forward. Their vision is stronger than their circumstances. They plant their feet, raise their voice, and keep building. Creating opportunity with courage, consistency, and conviction means you take ownership of your future. You stop blaming your past. You stop waiting for a rescue. You stop hoping someone else will open the door. You become the one who builds the door, paints it, puts a nameplate on it, and opens it yourself. The people who win in life aren't always the most talented. They're the ones who showed up, who stayed in the fight, who chose boldness over safety and commitment over comfort. You don't need a big stage to start. You need a bold step. You don't need to have all the answers, just the will to begin. When you stop waiting and start creating, you activate something powerful in yourself. You stop reacting to life and start designing it. You stop being at the mercy of chance and become the architect of change. Courage gets you started. Consistency keeps you going. Conviction makes sure you never give up. And together, they create the momentum that builds your future. Setbacks are not signs that you're losing. They're invitations to grow. Life doesn't test you to break you. It tests you to build you. It pushes you not to stop you, but to stretch you into the person you were always meant to become. Every time you fall short, every time you face rejection, every time something doesn't go as planned, you're being handed a choice. Break down or break through. The people who rise are not the ones who never stumble. They're the ones who learn how to rise every single time they do. It's easy to believe in your dream when everything is going well. It's easy to feel strong when the path is smooth and the results are coming. But the real strength, the real power, the real transformation happens when you keep believing, even in the face of disappointment, when the doors close, when the support fades, when the plan falls apart. That's where resilience is born. That's where greatness is forged. In the fire, in the mess, in the silence, where only you and your faith remain. A setback is not the end of the story. It's the beginning of a better chapter, because hidden inside every failure is feedback. Hidden inside every loss is a lesson. Setbacks strip away what's easy and comfortable and force you to confront what needs to be stronger. They teach you who you are. They show you what you value. They force you to dig deeper, think smarter, and fight harder. The pain may not feel like it's serving you in the moment, but it's preparing you for the weight of the next level. You don't grow in comfort. You grow when things get hard. You grow when you're pushed beyond what you thought you could handle. Every setback is training, it's development, it's shaping your mindset, sharpening your focus, humbling your ego, and building your capacity. If you never had a reason to cry, you'd never understand how strong you really are. If you never had a restart, you'd never learn how to rebuild with wisdom. Sometimes the setback is the only way to get your attention. Sometimes life has to disrupt your plan so you can find the plan you were actually meant to live. Sometimes the delay is not punishment, it's protection. Sometimes losing what you thought you wanted is the first step to discovering what you truly needed. When you see a setback, not as a wall, but as a detour, not as defeat, but as direction, you take your power back. The people who grow through setbacks are the ones who don't take them personally. They don't say, why me? They say, what's this teaching me? They don't curse the pain. They extract the purpose. They don't stay stuck in what went wrong. They start moving in what can still go right. They understand that the vision hasn't changed, even if the path has. They trust the process, even when the process hurts. And they come out on the other side, not just stronger, but wiser, deeper, and more capable than before. Every time you bounce back, every time you rebuild, every time you walk through something that should have broken you and come out better, you are being shaped into a version of you that can handle the destiny waiting ahead. The greater the setback, the greater the setup. The greater the test, the greater the testimony. And the people who keep moving forward, even through tears and loss and struggle, are the ones who come out with power in their story and purpose in their soul.